guys? This is Left Lane, back with another video. Today we're going to do a full walk around of the C7 Z06 with the Z07 Performance Package, man. We're going to start off right here in the front. This color here is torch red, by the way. This is torch red. Starting with the headlights, man, you got daytime running lights, of course. These right here going to be your turn signals here. They're going to illuminate yellow for you. Going straight into this splitter, man. One thing about this splitter that I did not know, man, anytime you got a Z06, it's best to back in every parking spot you go to. As you can see, some idiot marks here. Well, I pulled up too close and bumped the curb on it. You got to get that fixed, but like I said, that's about a $400 fix just for that splitter. With the winglets on the side, that's adding to the Z07 package here. Also, this is a 3LZ. This is fully loaded, man. This is the most spec'd out Z06 that you can buy for a C7. One cool thing that I found out, you got cameras in this front grid. You got a camera here, you got a camera here. That's your performance videoing. You can actually see that in the inside. I'm gonna get to that later. But while you're driving, you can actually record the whole ride. So if officer pull you over, say, hey man, you was going 120. You can actually pull that footage and show how fast you're actually going, which is probably 120, but that's neither here nor there. To access your front cameras while you're pulling into a parking spot for whatever reason, put it in reverse is going to show you your rear-facing camera. Now, throw it into gear, it's going to show you two cameras in the front. That way, if you pulling up to it, you'll be able to angle a little better. I think that's going to stay on till, I think you about maybe 3-5 miles per hour or something like that. I never really tested it out. But these are your front two cameras. Throw it in reverse, that's your rear camera. Like I say, but with a Corvette sit this low to the ground, it's best to back into every spot that you come up to, any parking spot. Back it in and stay away from everybody. On to the wheels, we got the big ceramic brakes, man. Brembo, of course. On the front, we're running 275 19s in the front. It's going to be a big 335 20s in the back. Helps with some of that traction. Now, I've seen these go all the way up to, I think, a 345 in the back. It's a pretty wide tire. But overall, the bottom line's the best way to tell if it's a Z06 or a Stingray, just like any other car, it's going to have the badging right here on the front. I believe the regular Stingrays have their badging behind the actual vent. And like I say, everything on this car is functional. These vents actually have a purpose. These vents here, air goes in, provides airflow down to the brakes to help cool your braking. Another fun fact, man, by me being a first-time Corvette owner, I had to get used to these doors. This is actually an electronic door. You can pull your finger, you still have to apply pressure. Put your finger here, it pops out. Same way with getting out. There's no manual door handle on the door. So you have to hold this button to come out. In the event that you're in the car for whatever reason and the battery dies and this button doesn't work, there's your manual. You pull this latch and it opens the door for you. Coming all the way around towards the back, this is why I want to get to another Z07 Performance Package edition. On here you have the adjustable wicker bill. As you can see, you got 3 different settings, or you can just take it all the way out. I elected to keep mine on. Just haven't had time to do anything else with it, so just kept it on there. Of course, you got the white tail lights, signature for that Z06. Come all the way around and go inside this car. We got the Corvette down near the running board. Dual climate control. This is actually digital here, with your seat warmers as far as your temperature. Got the full black leather interior. This top does come off, by the way. Like I said, I'll get to that next, but all the Z06, unless it's a convertible, they have this hard top where it comes off. Pretty easy to do. Bose sound system, once again, this is how you get out of the car. Of course, you got automatic windows up and down, the standard locks and unlocks. Go to the other side. Biggest question that I always get is, how does it fit? Can you fit inside of a Corvette? All right, well, I'm 6'2", and I can tell you, I fit comfortably in the Corvette. Now, I've driven this car from Houston to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I've driven this car from pretty much from Houston to the middle of Mississippi. This car, for me, is comfortable. I'm 6'2", but then again, I do drive a lot. I don't mind get on that road, man. I drive it anytime, any condition. But I say for about 6 hours, I was comfortable in this car. With me being 6'2", I have plenty of leg space. Also, this is my IV. Perfectly. In the ZL1, mine would be up here somewhere. But in the Corvette, plus, like I said, you don't have a back seat, so you can only go back so far. But I think I still have some left back. Yep, I still have some left back in the seat. I'm gonna get this thing to start. It's not a cold start. I've been driving and playing on the highway all day. One of my key fobs is low. As you can see, that low battery right there. So we got these just left. But like I said, it has 220 on the dash. You can change out your instrument cluster here on the steering wheel. Get the oil change soon. I keep mine on the speed limit. Have controls, memory seat position. Like I said, you got your unlocks and locks, that's standard. Automatic windows. Coming over here, you got your heads-up display on this first button. That controls, I don't know if you can see that, but that controls the height. You can flick it up or flick it down. That stays on while you're driving. Now, you can also hit this info button right next to it, and that changes what you see in your heads-up display. That one has the RPMs and the mile per hour and what gear you're in. But like I said, we're in the automatic. You hit it again, it takes away the mile per hour, just leaves the RPMs and the gear. That one brings up the full speedometer. You have the mile per hour, RPMs, and once again the gear, just in a different format. Now this one is what I drive on. When you're driving, that'll actually throw up the speed limit as well while you're driving. It'll be similar to that in your heads-up display as well. Now the other one, that one is your brightness. All right, you got your boost gauge, your fuel gauge, pretty much standard all the way in the top here. You got your oil pressure, oil temp. On the steering wheel, it's a flat bottom Z06 steering wheel. Pretty much standard across the boards here. We use, I don't know if you can let it focus. Controls the volume of the music, changes the music, you know, if you want to skip a song or go back to it. This right here is all dealing with cruise control, set your cruise, resume your cruise, things of that nature, cancel your cruise. On this side, you got your call, you know, you answer your call, hang it up. This right here is your menu selector, all this here. Also, when I want to play, you put this thing in manual mode, and like I said, you can play with the paddle shifters and things of that nature. Going to the screen, like I said, it is a let down. Press that screen button, gives you a place, you know, put your keys, your wallet, you know, anything that you don't want in your pockets, you can throw it behind the radio. It also has a USB port in there as well. Wait, that's not a USB. Yeah, it is a USB port. It has a USB port in there as well. You can charge your phone back there. They do make shelves for that, so you can separate it. This is going to be your AC controls. Like I said, it is dual. And for your passenger, you can actually adjust it digitally over here. Going back down to it, as far as car adapters, you have one here. The bread box is very shallow, by the way. It's very shallow. You have one up here. Now you can also store things in here. Let's say you want to put your little bottle of water or something like that. It'll maybe stay there. It's not very deep as well. You got your badges here, Z06, 650 horses, 650 torque. This is your mode selector switch. This is your electronic parking brake. So with this mode selection, all you do is twist it like that. So what that does is you have different modes. You have weather for adverse weather. Let it focus. You got eco mode, trying to preserve gas mileage here. Turn to the right. Touring mode. That's for those long trips on the highway. Sport mode, you know, you want to keep it a little bit aggressive. You want to keep it a little bit aggressive and, you know, still have that power. Track mode. Track mode is what a monster is, man. It's normally how I drive my car, in track. And like I said, unless I'm going on a long trip, I'm normally in track. Now, another thing with track is you can actually take this mode selection, press it twice, and it turns traction control off and performance traction where it and opens up another kind of sub menu of your mode selections. Now, you turn it to race, that's unlocking the full potential of this car right here. Full potential. That's gonna help you with your launch control and everything. That's gonna give you everything you want. Where it is? There it is. Pull this, and this is pop the hood. You're gonna pop the trunk and get you a view inside of the truck. Now you have these little covers in so many words. This blocks somebody from looking in through your back window, looking at what you got in your cargo area. Once again, just a regular Z06 imprinted mat down here. You can lift it up. Comes with this little extra storage area. You know, more covers here. Me, I just got car washing things in it for the most part. But like I said, it's a good little compartment to actually throw stuff in. It's fairly deep. This is a full bottle. So you can, and it'll almost stand up with the clothes on it. So like I say, it's fairly deep. You can store a lot of things in here. Now we're gonna take the top off. Oh, it's gonna be hard to do with one hand. Take the top off. Just this little lever here. You're gonna put your hands in there. That unlocks it from here. Same way on this side. Pull it, and there's one in the back. You need to make sure whatever you do, lock this one back, because this thing will blow off, and you'll be out of a couple $100, right at $1,000 or so, just to replace this top. So what you do is press it here. That unlocks it. So you should have 3 unlocks: one in the back, one on the passenger side, one on the driver's side. And after that, you can proceed to pull it straight up. Try to do this with one hand. As you can see, the top just comes off. With the top off, it stores in the trunk. You can take the same balls on it and put it in this female slot, and it'll snap down. Snap downs on both sides. It keeps it secure, out of the way, and not scratched up while you're driving. This trunk is also electric. All you gotta do is barely press it down, and it will close on its own. So can I get a video of that? Like I said, you don't have to, you can barely hit it, and it sucks it down and closes it on its own. With the tops off, this car really becomes. That's a Z06. Another Stingray out. Hey, who did your work?
I did.
You did all yourself?
I did all the work, but I had to pay somebody to do it.
Oh, okay. And the other black red over there.
Why y'all getting back so far, man?
procharged Yeah, I appreciate you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Left Lane.